6th round.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all keeping the very best and welcome back to another video. In tonight's boxing tutorial, I'm going to teach you a technique to stop your opponent in their tracks. This technique is an amazing piece of information, and if you like these kind of videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel. This video is also going off my previous video, so I would recommend checking that out. Let's get into the video itself. This technique I'm going to teach you is called the reverse and park. So think about the way a car reverses. It's going to reverse into your car space and then it's going to park. Well, essentially the same thing is happening here. This technique is designed to help you box on the back foot but then land them big shots in order to knock your opponent out. So the technique itself, so what we want to think about here is when we are boxing on the back foot as an amateur or as a pro, we are up on our toes, and when we are trying to do this here movement and also moving the back foot at the same time, sometimes it can be challenging to land them big shots. Now the reason being for that is when you're up on your toes, your nervous system sends a signal that this isn't the strongest position, so it's not going to drive that kinetic energy right up in through the hips, right into the hand to land on their chin. Now the reason for that, like I said, is because you are up on the toes. So the reverse and park technique is going to put you into the best position, and it's very simple once you understand it. So if I'm up on my toes like this and my opponent comes attacking me and I throw my shot, I'm not going to get the balance, I'm not going to get that energy rising from the feet because I'm up on my toes. Yes, I may land a good shot, but I don't get the full potential out of that shot because I haven't planted my feet. Now, if I was just to stay here and plant my feet, my opponent is going to be able to come into me, and yes, I am planting my feet in a strong position, but they also know that my feet are planted. They also are aware that I'm dangerous in this position where I'm standing strong and my base is heavy and strong. So the illusion here is if I'm up on my toes and I'm moving high up on my toes and I go to then step back, they're going to come in, they're going to engage in battle. But what's going to end up happening here, and this is where the key point is in this video, is I'm going to plant my feet now. So at this point, I'm dropping down onto my feet, planting my feet, landing my shot. Now, as a bonus tip, we don't want to just land the shot. I've talked about this again in previous videos, and I do recommend checking them out, but we also want to have an exit plan. So once I land that shot, I don't want to stop there. I don't want to just throw that punch and then stop, because worst case scenario, and we always have to think about this, is what if that punch doesn't land? What if that punch doesn't stop my opponent in their tracks? And what if I get hit myself? And that's where the exit plan comes in. So I'm up on my toes, I take my steps back, my opponent engages in, I plant my feet, I land my punch. If I throw my right hand, I'm either going to go for a roll, okay? So I can roll here, I can shell up, so turn into the Philly shell. So we have options, but we want to have an exit plan. So when we're up on our toes in real time, we're moving, our opponent comes in, plant, punch, and roll. Now the same thing is also applied to the left. If I want to throw a left hook, check hook, whatever that may be. So again, I'm up high on my toes, I'm moving on the back foot, letting my opponent come in. As they come in, I'm going to plant, drop down hard, and then at that point I can hip hinge here on this left side. So left hook, hip hinge, I can left hook, roll, I can left hook, shell up, okay? So we have a few options there. If you find this information useful, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Not only that, if you've got any other suggestions you'd like to see in videos, please comment below and help me out. Help me grow my channel. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.